Okay, I love the reaction on the blink, although it could have been a little more up. Because if you're just blinking along the same direction as Stitches, you're just going to blink along the hook, but it's a little bit oblique enough to make sure that didn't actually happen. That was a try, but I couldn't make it, so I subbed in someone else for support. I see. But I love how Battle, you're just running straight into it and just building charge right out of the gate, while also making sure that you're not just tanking unnecessary damage. This, walking into this bush, is kind of monk-ass because like now you're kind of boxing yourself in. And that means you have to waste all your blinks just to not be doing damage anymore. Like, let me go watch that again. Oh, wait, I forgot I can just press B to go back. Alright, let's take another look at this. I'm getting the Windows little spinny circle of death. Alright, oh god. Oh god. What is this? I went back like 10 seconds. I went back like 10 seconds. And then the game is just like, nah man, we don't feel like showing you textures anymore. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Hopefully we don't have that issue again. So here, I think you could have blinked up, because like I said, you don't want to blink in a straight line along Stitch's hook. Like, that's just something you keep in mind when you're playing against Stitches. Just like, straight backwards is a no. So up here, away from this bush where you don't have control or vision of it, towards this is a really good place to be. So then you could free harass from right here onto this Artanis, and just follow him as he goes along. And also, right here, you want to be right here, where no one can hit you on the enemy team. This little open space right here, you're not right on your team, and you're able to free hit the Stitches without any response. So going down here stops you from being able to continue attacking. Whereas if you were right here, you could still just be going free, and you wouldn't have to use these blinks. It's all about just being like in a position where you're hitting one member of the enemy team, and none of the rest of their team can do anything about it. And you can see they've played to get bush control right here, so they're all positioning to be in this kind of C shape right here with their 2 DPS position down here. So being up here is the way to go right here. It's just like, based on how they're playing it, this is an extremely safe place to just free harass and get an early bomb. So that causes you to take a little bit too much damage, forces out both of your blinks, makes you stop attacking. So you probably could have been like 80% of the way to a bomb right now. You need to use this melee on this Artanis here. It's okay. Let's see. I really like this team comp you guys have. This is just like insane late game stall. And like just soak, wait for late game, get level 13, 16 win. Here. I don't understand why you guys don't have like Johanna doing this while Tracer's down here. And then you guys have vision of this Jaina. You could have intercepted her a while back. This kill just takes a really long time. Oh god, no wait, I'm reversing. Oh god. Whatever, if I get the beach balls all over the place, I'll just deal with it. Okay. So, I'm watching this from your team's perspective. You see Jaina right there. Oh no, this is a little earlier than I thought I was. Okay. So I really like Green Fox's positioning. Oh, I thought she was gonna move over this way. Okay, so you see her right here. This is where you should be cutting her off. I think this is just a map awareness issue. Because, like, all you're really getting right here is just minion hits, and your team is trying to close in on her right here, and she should have just gone straight up this way. I don't think she realized Johanna would chase her down this hard, but this is a huge error in her positioning right here, and this is one of your few opportunities to use this early game pulse bomb, because they deal so low damage in the early game. So you should have already been on her by this point. Let's see, so you get it a little bit later than you should have, and, like, let me see, let's press B here. I actually want to see if she could have avoided this by stepping into the minion. It was really, really close, and like, it's just, you shouldn't be up to anything less than a guarantee. Okay, so right here, you should already be heading towards her. Let's see. Here, that's a perfect bomb opportunity. Bomb melee. So, like, you just wait a really long time. And just, obviously, you still get it, no problem. But it could have been done faster. I'm just really nitpicking on that one, though. Okay, I like that you're on this. Perfect. You're the only one that has any damage for it within the 4-man, so this is exactly what you should be doing. Your teammates can cover the soak, no problem, as we saw with the Abathur hat. Jaina had full vision of Tracer, yet ran straight there. Yeah, that was just a huge misplay from the Jaina. I have no idea what she was thinking. Okay, so now you have a bomb ready. Oh, this guy is rooted. You're right next to him. No, you're not going to get the kill. Actually, if his team splits like that, then that was an opportunity. It's still something I would have explored at least, very least hopping on him. Oh, this Lucio. You actually have this Lucio kill if you stick with it. Yep, I love the target focus. I totally think you had him here. Or at the very least, he's escaping with 5% health. If you just stick on him and don't take that unnecessary damage, like, let's go back a little bit. Come on, no beach balls. Beach balls. Beautiful. Okay. So here we got focus on the Lucio. Right there, you missed a melee on him, and that's actually really important. And like, whenever he's this close to you, you gotta be mashing that, just trying to get it off. There we go. No bomb there. I think you totally could have gone for it. Okay, so I think... Yeah. You just had him. Straight up. Because if you meleeed him earlier... You might have been able to hit him with another melee, just in case that wasn't enough, but I think you had him. At the very least, it's extremely close. And here, this is another guaranteed kill on him. You've got 2 blinks. This is blink, blink, melee, pulse bomb, and he's dead. Don't even need a pulse bomb. Love it. Ooh, excellent usage of parting gift right there, I gotta say. That was actually amazing. Very, very well done. I was worried you wouldn't see that Greymane kill, but you got it perfectly. Let's see, good harass. Yep, you're just doing exactly what you should right now. I love it. Finish off the tower first. Yep. Okay. You had vision of this, yeah, so there was, like, you had blinks, there was no need to recall there. At 100% should have just been a blink away, because if you blink to the right once, you outrange that. So it's not even a question of angles at that point, that's just outranging it. I think that's just poor awareness. Overall, very minor detail, but blowing recall, this is a massive cooldown, and you really cannot blow it whenever you don't need to, because this enables all of your aggression and defensiveness, and you just are so much weaker as a hero when it's on cooldown. I think right here you need to not position onto the altar. It looked like you were starting to go for the turn-in and then realized Malf was going to take it. This guy's 100% dead. Just blink on him and bomb him. Yeah, I'm not really sure. You had bomb and melee, and two more blinks after that. Like, I don't know what happened here. But this guy just walked straight into you. And he's super squishy, too. Let's take a look at this. I eagerly... Wait, the beach balls are gone. We got the walls back. Alright, that's how you fix beach balls, lads. Okay, right here. Boom, just stick to him like glue. You could have meleeed him right there, pulse bomb right there. Like, he's just sitting 1 blink away. And you just, like, let him get away. I'm not really sure why. I don't know if you were just in awe that he actually, like, overextended that hard, but that has to be punished. Again, here, this is another opportunity where if your Malf comes to help you, this is a guaranteed kill. This guy's way overstaying. Beautifully done. I think you recalled too early here. Let me take a look at that. And this is something that every Tracer does with recall. Like, we saw Rich actually lose a kill, a pretty important kill, in a game versus Dignitas because he tried to finish someone off with Parting Gift when he had the kill, like, guaranteed with auto attacks. I don't think that's what happened here, but I do think you recalled too early. Okay, so let's see. You go through this. This is a blink onto Lucio right here. Yeah. So you missed like 2 auto attacks right there onto him. And then like if you just blink on him one more time first before recall, you can actually hit him with that parting gift. So you had like a brief moment where you missed 2 auto attacks because you didn't blink early enough, and then you also didn't blink enough to actually get the parting gift onto him. So you definitely had that Lucio kill there too. Really good follow-up right here. Melee. Good target focus, not to get you baited by going to that Lucio. I think that Jaina gank was kind of a pipe dream. There's no way Jaina actually gets out of that if she has any idea. Or there's no way she actually dies if she has any idea what she's doing. Like, your teammate just died right here. Of course, some people are just blind, but that should never work. Okay, you're doing what you can. They were right next to their tower, so you couldn't harass their backline very much. They're gonna clear this way faster than you guys are gonna clear. Like, we just saw they had, and I'm watching this from your vision, so I know you guys saw it, but they have 2 on it. Yeah, looks like you guys actually make the call to go on this. I like that, because you guys are up 7. This is like a really good time to fight. You have this Lucio kill. Straight up, just bomb him and you have it. This is a perfect setup right here. You waited a really long time to get this bomb off, and that actually allows him to heal his team and stay alive a lot longer than you would have liked. Like, he should have died a solid 6-7 seconds before that. And then his team overall has, if he's healing everybody for 20 health a second, let's see. He's healing everybody. Wow, I actually can't read how much his healing does when he's on speed boost. That's really lame. Let's say he's healing everybody for like 25 a second, and he lived an extra 7 seconds, healing 3 targets. That's, let's see, 25 times 7 times 3. It's an extra 525 healing that you let him get out. Assuming he never popped his E during that period at all, so that was just really, really conservative with the full spawn usage, and I'm not sure why. Okay, target focus the gray main here. Beautifully done. Body block the Stitches. Ooh, you had it. If you just planted right here, Stitches can't get out. Same deal. Yes, beautiful. Gorgeous. Love it. That was absolutely phenomenal. Alright, you guys have time to rush this down, you and Johanna. Oh, okay. You guys totally had time for that. They weren't going to stop this. You guys should have done this. Okay. Oh, wait, no, what am I saying? You guys are just going to push this down because they're dead. Yeah, no, don't even listen to me on that one. I'm dumb. You guys had 2 dead. Yeah, no. I'm done. Okay. Let's see. Let's get some good harass on the Lucio right here. Again, he can't force you out. Like, don't actually be scared. I'm worried that you'll back out after that, but yes, exactly, yeah. Because he doesn't have any more damage after that point. You still have Mouth with you and Avatar, so you didn't back out, and I really like that. Lucio is your target here. Yep. Bomb him. Beautiful. Exactly. You hit exactly who you should have, and you didn't run away. I love it. Let's see. You got it. Okay. Stay on the gray main. Yep. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous parting gift usage. It's exactly what you should have done. You had the discipline to keep your eye on him even after Eyes in the Dark from him. It's Eyes in the Dark, right? Yeah. It's actually just really good awareness on your part. And then this guy's dead. This guy's just straight up dead. Ooh. Ooh, that was cutting it close. I think he hit the Stitches a few times, but I'm not sure. But overall, the target focus is very, very nice. You're doing a great job of establishing who you should be going for. This is some of the best Tracer gameplay that I've coached. That was kind of questionable because, like, he just has disengage. Whenever he's in Worgen form, you got to be ready for the fact that he can dash out. And just he's got Lucio next to him that he can E whenever. Like, that was a little greedy, and he probably could have used that right here for a faster kill. Really late ult. Oh, he just hit 10, that's why. Okay. So far I have very, very few complaints. It's only like the times you let Lucio go, and like when you didn't go on Jaina. Overall, mechanically, it's very sound. Target focus is very good. Usage of Parting Gift is some of the best I've ever seen. You just recall instantly right here. Yep, blink out. Perfect. Loop around down below and hit them from here. You should be attacking from right here. Yep. I was worried that you would go in deeper and then let them hit you, but you actually started attacking right in the spot you should have. Watch that, Lucio. You 100% let somebody go here and shouldn't have eaten this. Like, I think you got spooked out by the Artanis ult, but even the bomb itself was enough. Like, as soon as Lucio even stepped into your team, he should have died. So let me see here. So right here, you should immediately dismount and start hitting him because his Jaina's way over here. This guy's way over here. The only person that can actually hit you back is him. You do, and that's gorgeous, and I love it. Boom. Lucio is way out of position, and a blink will get you close enough that with another step, boom, you can now blink melee right here. Lucio's guaranteed dead. I completely missed what happened with the ring because I was watching the stitches. Feels bad. But like, if you blink in earlier and pulse bomb the Lucio as he's going in, that gives you enough time to switch targets onto the Stitches and kill him as well. So the fact that you took a little while to go in on this allows Stitches to get away when he shouldn't have. Let's see. And also just, when you were positioned on this camp right here, like, this is too far to the left, and they can hook you like that and just force out your recall. Obviously, that was a bad trade for them, but just as a general principle, I like to stand over here. Unless you're like going super aggro and you want to fight them, but that's like against a tank that actually has to physically move his body up, not versus like a Stitches that wants to stand really far away. In that situation, you just go over here, because most times when you get hooked in, it's not going to be a positive trade. So you took way too long going in, and then you just walk back into ring. Yeah. That's just a mechanical misplay. Like, there's nothing I can really tell you there other than, like, don't get your baited going for minions and don't walk into ring. But, like, I think in team fights, your target focus so far is phenomenal. It's the out-of-team fights, like, responses to enemy movements that are really, really slow. Or just, like, this sort of, like, how do I put it? When you're in an established team fight, like, you're doing a really good job. It's not so much out-of-team fights responses as just, like, when the enemy team just moves out of position, you're really late to capitalize it. You hit the right person when everybody's in position in team fights. Very well done. I like how you have the discipline to not blink in again and just go for the max range bomb when you don't have recall.
I will be back. Count on me.
Normally this is like hella questionable just because like you don't want to get whittled down in this trade without any healing, but with the Abathur it makes sense. You've got this fort to run to, he's just wasting his time trying to kill you. That's an easy blink. Yep. Abathur can keep healing you and you're all good. I actually really like this. Again, without the Abathur this would be a really dumb idea to do alone, but with the Abathur it's fine. It's actually a good idea. Okay. Follow up on this. Get the Artanis blink out of that. Okay, you just walk out. Wait, why are you spending so much time out of the fight? Like, you're walking into the fight while chilled from way outside your auto attack range when you're sitting on 3 blinks. Like, you actually just missed so much time you could have been auto attacking by just standing outside of range without blinking in. So this is an easy kill on Stitches. Yeah, I get it. You didn't expect Stitches to just stand still instead of run straight away. I do that all the time. But still a mechanical misplay. Okay, follow up on that. Yep. Yeah, we just got him with the bomb. He's all alone, there's nothing they can do. This guy is all out of position. Yep, just punish that. Okay. And then you guys should just steamroll this out of control. Well, you already have, really. I really like the build, by the way. The build is perfect. Doing all the right choices. Ooh, this Lucio. He was close, but he didn't get in combo range. Why are you backing up again? Wait, that was so awkward. For, like, no reason. Hold on. I get it, like, at this point the game is already decided and you're just kind of screwing around, but this is, like, way more awkward than it needed to be. Like, you actually step out of auto attack range again on this Artanis when you need to be whittling him down to get him in combo range. Okay, so right here, you hit the Lucio, and that's really good. Just stay on him. And then right here, you're about to step out and stop hitting the Artanis for, like, no reason at all. Like, they're not pressuring you or anything. You just stop hitting him. Right here. Wait. Oh, I gotta see it again. I hate that this takes like a full 10 seconds every time I want to watch this back. Okay. Yeah, like right there, when you back off, you delay yourself a little bit for no reason. You gotta recall to dodge the Ring of Frost, that's really good, but just... I felt like you should have stayed on him because you wanted that bomb play as soon as possible, and like that's the time to be stepping in on him. Just get that constant stream of auto attack damage so you can get that bomb right away and get the kill. But you're like playing a little bit far back, and it forces out a kind of awkward recall when it may not have been necessary. Either way, it still worked out really well because it was a beautiful dodge on the ice, the Ring of Frost. Yeah. Overall, like I said, really good. Like, target focus is great. The rotations are great. It's just like a few very minor things about just responding to certain situations. Like when the Lucio gets out of position, the responses were always taking a really long time. But, or like the Jaina getting out of position early on right here. It took a really long time. But other than that, like I said, target focus, rotations, talent build, dives, parting gift usage, in-fight positioning for the most part, other than like level 1 and a few times here and there. Like in this fight right here, happened a few minutes ago. The positioning is overall very good. Like I said, this is very high level Tracer gameplay for the most part. I think if you just tighten up those few things, then like you get to that sort of like unbeatable level where you can just pretty much solo carry anything as long as your team doesn't feed before level 13. And even then, like with parting gift usage like that, you're a menace even before level 13. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can point out this game at all. You did get hit by some unnecessary Stitches hooks. That is something I will throw out. And you walked straight into ring that one time, and I think that's just sort of like a little bit of a lack of constant vigilance about enemy abilities, and just always having that in your mind. Like that's something that I think about whenever I'm just kind of idling as Tracer. I'm like, what would I do if they just ran at me right now? Like I'll be in lane and I'm just like, you know, say out of that bush pops like Stitches or whatever, and like Stitches, Jaina, like how do I actually respond to that? And thinking about that and having a plan ahead of time like really helps for that kind of thing, because like I said, you just ate some hooks you shouldn't have, but luckily the enemy team is absolute garbage. Like they're just always out of position. Their draft is really bad in a Tracer as well. Like Stitches does nothing into you, as you saw when he did the hook play, the hook gorge, and then you just recalled out. And they don't have any hard CC for you at all. Like they actually have 0 hard CC for Tracer. The best thing they can wait for is, oh god, Ice Barrier. The best thing they can wait for is like root on Jaina86i, and that's obviously way too late in the game. You've already let Tracer scale by that point. You need to beat a Tracer team before the ultra late game, especially when it's a team that invests this heavily into the Tracer and just says, we're going to go double support, double tank, and just let our Tracer hard carry. Like, they went a Lucio who does nothing in the early game. They went Artanis, and Lucio also just does nothing into Tracer. He's only AoE healing. He doesn't really function well into heavy single target focus, which is what Tracer is. She's a whole lot of burst and sustained damage on single targets, and Lucio's just really garbage at dealing with that and is very squishy himself and is bad in the early game. Lucio is one of the worst heroes into Tracer for all of these reasons. Artanis is super easily kiteable. It doesn't have any hard CC for you. Stitches, again, just is garbage. Like, you can dodge his hooks, you can recall out of his Gorge plays, there's nothing he can do to you. The Greymane is actually a really solid pick. Like, these two picks are really good for them. They just have no setup at all. Like, these guys can't actually hurt you, the Jaina and the Greymane, without something to actually lock you down from this enemy team or to punish your misplays. And I don't really understand these three picks on the left side right here at all. I'm guessing you guys early picked Tracer with this kind of team comp too. But I don't know, maybe you guys went for like Blaze Johanna in the early picks or something and just hid the Tracer until late. But if you guys hid the picks until late, that's very good. What is that Stitches build? Half slam, half random clicking until the talent window goes away. Seems good. Seems good. But like, I don't know. I feel like either the enemy team really misplayed or you guys did a really good job. Like in the draft, specifically in the draft. Either they just screwed it up horribly or you guys like held your Tracer pick and they didn't grab it themselves or ban it out, even though you were setting up for a beautiful Tracer game on Tracer's best map. So regardless, they misplayed in the draft, but you guys looked like you set it up really properly. I'd want to actually see a VOD of how the draft went, because like that's what I want to talk about. That's what I want to see, how you guys exerted your pressure there, because the actual in-game itself has very few overall mistakes. I gotta say, this is really good stuff that I'm seeing though. Alright, like I said, just the positioning, the fact that, like the biggest thing I look for is, well, two main things, and I guess this is really generalist, but you satisfied them both very well, is just, do you understand how the hero plays in an ideal situation? If everything goes right, what are you supposed to do? And you got that right, you know, diving backliners, getting parting gift kills in the early game when you don't really do much auto attack damage, and you're not really wasting your time sitting there trading with tanks. You're getting kills on those backliners, you're punishing them on the rotations, you're getting in such a position that only one person can hit you. But then also, you know, I think, how can you play when you know the ideal, but also how can you play when you have to alter your gameplay? When you have to switch it up, either because your team functions in a different manner or because of how their team goes, how are you able to adapt? And that was also really good. Like I mentioned with the call where you solo defended this because you had the Abathur and you were aware of where they all were. That was overall pretty good. The enemy team didn't force you to change too much out of that, but what you did do out of what I saw, like watching your positioning, was just great. I will say though, the enemy team did not exactly make it difficult for you this game. Alright, I think that's just about everything I can say. I was really struggling to find stuff to talk about here. Normally, like, it's really easy and I can be like, oh, you misplayed here, 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 but this is a very, very good replay.